Hi everyone, welcome back to Sparkle on Substack with me, Claire Venus. I am so looking forward to giving you a little tour today of leaderboards and the explore pages of Substack. So these are kind of hidden in the background. If you're only using Substack in the app, you've got to be on the desktop. So we will dive in. I'll share my screen. I hope everybody is doing okay. It's been ages since I did YouTube video, and I'm going to share this with my subscribers, which I'm really excited about doing. It's just doing a weird your screen is paused thing. Let me try again. Don't know why it does that. I think I might have two windows open. It might be to do with that. Yes. Okay, good. So where we're at is, let's move those for you. So to get to this page, this is the explore page on Substack. What you want to do is you want to go into the right-hand side navigation where your profile picture lives, and you want to press the little magnifying glass explore. It's been like that for a good couple of years, so I'm hoping Substack don't change it on me, which they often do. But anyway, so we're here. So we're having some recommendations given to us. So for you means this is some things that Substack think that I might be interested in reading. So this is kind of similar to your Instagram explore page, if you like, where you will be shown things based on the algorithm of what you subscribe to and what you like. So you can scroll down as much as you want there. Now, I don't hang out here because honestly, I subscribe to so many Substacks and I love hanging out on notes. I really don't need anything else to read. This one is super interesting. So Substack staff have chosen some things that we might like to read. Now, usually there's quite a lot of American politics, there's sometimes some good things, but again, I wouldn't waste my time scrolling in here. The only time that I scroll in here is for research for my members. I host a membership on Substack. It's called Sparkle on Substack, and it is 2 monthly Zoom calls, which is space for you to explore what staying creative on the platform means to you, and also to grow joyfully and sustainably. So there is an incredible potential for growth on Substack, bearing in mind that it's a newsletter and you get to keep the email. It's a far better place to spend your time than any social media at the moment. As well as building up your email list, you also get lots of views through the Substack network. So when my email list was about 1,000 subscribers, I was still sometimes getting over 2,000 views on a post that I made. So it's well worth signing up for a Substack account and exploring. Anyway, aside, and then as we go along here, these are all the categories that you can choose for your Substack to sit within. There are a lot of them. There have been various different debates and discussions about these categories. I think that in a way, you need to intuitively pick one that feels really good to you, and then you've got the option of picking a secondary topic for your Substack. What Substack have said to me is that the primary category is the only one that is taken into consideration when it comes to leaderboards. Now, leaderboards on Substack are an interesting thing. They've kind of blended into the background, but obviously all of this exists all the time. Like you can be coming in here and finding out who is on the leaderboard for any of these topics. So let's take culture, for example. It's going to give us the leaderboard for culture here. And if we press see all, we're going to get who are the top culture publications on Substack, the whole of the Substack network, all the way down. So it's going to just keep listing them. I don't know when it stops, but it just keeps going and going and going. So you can see the type of people and the type of publications that are scoring really highly in culture. When you go into the side here, you'll see that, and Substack don't give away the secret of the algorithm of who gets top. It's based on a lot of different things, including engagement, number of paid subscribers, and frequency of posting, consistency. So you can see here that this person, Jessica Reed Krause, I don't know her, but she has tens of thousands of paid subscribers at $7 a month. Now, this is really interesting information for when you're setting up your paid offer on Substack. I'm not saying that you compare yourself to sort of Emma Gannon or Stephen Fry and try and work it out from there, but it is really, really interesting research to see what is happening within your niche, within your topic on Substack, and who is at the top. When you get lots further down, we'll just keep scrolling while I'm talking, you'll get some people where it'll be saying hundreds of paid subscribers rather than thousands, and then it'll go down and down and down and down. After a while, you might be seeing people that are like people that you recognize, colleagues or other people that you've met on Substack. You might be seeing publications that you'd be curious about crossing over with as well. Maybe you want to do a collaboration with them, or you want to support their work in another way. So that is a really good thing to do, to have a look who else is in your niche or right in your topic, and see if there's any crossover for you. Right, let's jump into another topic. Thanks for bearing with me. We're going to go into, where should we go? Let's go food and drink. One of my favorites. So again, you get the leaderboard on the right here. These are just some suggested, I think just some suggested posts that you might want to click in. But if you go see all, then you're going to get to your leaderboard again. And so tens of thousands of paid subscribers, $5 a month, that's at the top. $7 a month. Nicola Lamb is a really interesting one because she started a Substack in the pandemic, I think it was, and she's had a book deal from a Substack. So that's really incredible. Obviously, once people get into the top 10, they're doing something really right in terms of the Substack algorithm, and they're being really appreciated by their readers as well. So lots of lovely things here, lots of lovely things, all food stuff. So yeah, if you are looking to get into the top, say top 100 on food, then you know that to get there, let's say, yeah, it's all hundreds of paid subscribers apart from this one. So this is the interesting thing about the Substack algorithm. So this one at 97 is obviously above these, but it hasn't got hundreds of paid subscribers. But for some reason, they've still put it on the leaderboard. So yeah, anything is possible, but I think you do need to have paid switched on from the research that I've done. Let's go along further. So something like parenting, I might see some of my pals in here, I'm not sure. Thousands, 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 hundreds. So after a while, some of the categories, the thousands are very few and the hundreds start coming in. And this is really interesting. And what it tells us is those topics, those categories are probably less popular. So American politics, and I'm definitely not clicking into that, is the most popular, one of the most populars, and they have within that one of the best-selling Substacks of all time, not the best-selling Substack of all time. She's called Heather Cox Richardson. You can go and look her up if you're interested. But anyway, for the most part, some of the other categories are quieter, which means that you would have more of a chance of getting onto the leaderboard and getting within the top 10, top 100, top 200, and being able to use that as social proof within your Substack if you wanted to. Art and illustration, I mean, to be honest, since I joined Substack, Austin Kleon's been in the top 3 spot, and Cody Cook Parrott has also been in the top spot. So I'm not sure. I mean, I think there is still scope within art and illustration from the research that I've done, especially if you're bringing a big online audience over. I just think it's super interesting. Oh, there's Beth. So Beth's been doing this work for a little while now, and she is, yeah, she's flying on Substack, but I have watched that happen. So she's done a few behind the scenes posts, which have been really, really interesting to read. So this is why I know that it's all possible. And there's Kat River. So Kat is a friend of mine. She's number 25 in art, which is amazing, which is wicked for her. She probably wouldn't expect that. I'll have to tell her. Yeah. Okay, what else could we pop into? I'm going to click into finance just to show you the difference. This one really made me laugh. I was just like, wow. So this one is $300 a year. Now, in my circles in my niche, in my spaces, like nobody charges that. You know, people might charge that for a founding member, but nobody charges $300 a year. But obviously in finance, people do. This is all a lot higher in terms of subscriptions. But again, I think that's really inspiring. $79 a month. Like we're all charging $7 a month, or, you know, well, mine's £11 a month on Sparkle and 10 on Creatively Conscious. But people are charging very low prices within the publishing industry, within journalism, within creativity. These guys aren't, you know, they're going, you know what? This is $500 a year. Come on in, number 8. So yeah, anything can happen. Sorry, didn't mean to click that. Whew. Oh, you do sometimes go down some rabbit holes on Substack. There's a whole world of things going on. Okay, so what else was I going to click on for you? Okay, so I'm going to show you where I am in education, just because, you know, just feels really nice. So I did an experiment, and this post that I'm writing explores this experiment in more depth. But basically, I moved myself into education because I feel that is what I do on Substack. I educate about Substack. So I thought I'm going to move myself into education. And I'm going to keep an eye on where I end up on this list. And so I've gone down to 19. So I was in 17, and then I was in 18, and then back in 17, back in 18, and I've gone down to 19. But I'm still top 20, which is incredible, isn't it? So for full transparency, yes, I have hundreds of paid subscribers, but only in the low hundreds. So I think I'm at like 260 paid subscribers. And then I've got 3,300 free subscribers, I think. And I do have other publications as well, which Substack might take into account, but I don't know. But yes, it was worth my while being in here because it is a quieter category. And so that's meant that I have the social proof now to say that I was a top 20 Substack publication, which is just wild to me. I absolutely love that. So have a think about where you might like to be. There are so many categories to choose from. Let's have a look in literature. Everybody wants to be top in literature in my little kind of club of people. Like writers just really want to be really want to be top in literature, and I don't mind because I do something completely different. So there's Emma Gannon. So Emma Gannon, I know, runs a 6-figure newsletter because she is very open and honest about it. So that's 6 figures of income coming in, and to get that to be number 5. So that's good to know that. Then Catherine May might be somewhere near the same. I don't know about Sharon Blackie. She's a lovely person. There's Sarah Fay, my colleague. Again, you know, Sarah Fay hit the thousands in December time. So she's flying, you know, there's a lot going on for her, and that's brilliant. And also, as people are scrolling to look for literature writers they might be interested, they're finding that she is there in the Substack education space. So that's really good for her. Yeah. So a lot of these are subscribed to, so it's just interesting to see where they are. Oh, this is really interesting, actually, Simon's footnotes and tangents. So Simon does slow read-alongs. Currently, he's doing a 2024 War and Peace read-along, and people pay towards supporting his work. He's got a relatively low monthly charge, but thousands of paid subscribers. He also lives in the northeast of England like me, and he's just an all-round top chap. So I would definitely go and have a look at him. But yeah, there are lots of ways to get onto the top spot. Consistency is one of the ways. Turning on paid subscribers and making sure that you're growing your paid subscriber number is another way. And also being really clear about what it is that you offer so that it feels really good in terms of Substack, understanding where to kind of put you and how to promote you and all that sort of stuff. So I hope that's been helpful, and I hope that you will read the rest of the article and let me know what you feel about categories and leaderboards in the comments. I'd love to talk to you more about it. It wasn't something I was interested in at all, and then I realized that it would be really good for me in terms of social proof. So I did the research, and here I am. Thanks for watching, guys.